Why would I call around trying to get dirt on you? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's so. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Know nothing about that. Know nothing about that. Mm. Come on, Kendrick. Yes. So what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Come on in. I just wanted to chit chat for a second. It's really a last minute thing. I don't really plan on being here longer than 30 minutes. Y'all know how I do. I come in and then I overstay my motherfucking welcome. And it happens every single time. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So hopefully the notifications are out. Girl, if not, they'll catch it on the fly, on the flip, or whatnot. What, Sabrina? You got a notification, child? I'm shooketh. I am shooketh. I had quite a few people in my comments saying they have not been getting notifications. So look at God. Won't he do it? What's up, Peach Prince? What's going on? I just wanted to come and run my mouth just a little bit. And really just came here to talk to y'all to get y'all thoughts about stuff, see how y'all feeling about things. You know what I'm saying? I only got like two subject matters at hand. And I really kept it short on purpose because I just wanted to touch on the situation with the teacher and then kind of slide over and talk. Y'all know I'm not doing Love and Marriage Huntsville on YouTube. Of course, that's over on Patreon or whatnot. So you have to go to Patreon and sign up and all of that, girl. But anywho, I decided to, at least chime in just a little bit on the Sunny Moses Destiny thing. Just get my little piece of thoughts. I did check out the interviews or whatnot. And so we'll just share our brief thoughts about that. What's going on, everybody? Come on in. Come on in. Okay. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way. Step this way. Then step that way. Step. Come on, Kendrick. Yes. When I tell y'all I have been firing up Euphoria, like I play that shit multiple times a day. Like Euphoria is that girl because he really was spitting bars from like beginning to end for like what 6 minutes plus straight. I said, God dog. Oh, he was just going in. That man said, F y'all, because I don't trust y'all. 'Cause I'll feel go punch out. It's like, or he said, no, punch out. It's like, girl, he was just going in. That man said, a top dog, who they think they playing with. He was on Drake's head, y'all. He was on Drake's head. But it's okay. I don't think Drake going nowhere, even though people got the allegations and stuff out there on Drake. It didn't stop anything before. I don't think his time is right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when R. Kelly had his situation, um, it was big, right? And then somehow it went away. I can't remember what happened. I don't know if he was found not guilty. I can't remember what happened with that initial situation, right? But as years progressed, R. Kelly has now gotten his just due. I could see that likely being the case for Drake. I do. I could see that happening. Like, yeah, it's a bunch of conversations. The people are, digging deep. Somebody said my volume's a little low. Can you hear me now? Um, yes, I feel like the people are like digging deep on T when it comes to Drake or whatnot. And it's just going to be a lot of conversation and people are not going to be paying more closer attention to him. But I feel like if he is under something, if he is involved in something, I think it is going to show itself up at a later time. I mean, it always does with anybody. It always, you know what I'm saying, show up. So it is what it is. But yeah, and Baca has a weird case. Why is he around? All right. It's giving weird case. Why is he around? All right. So I don't know if Drake's going to try to start distancing himself from Baca. I feel like that's going to be difficult for him to do because that man probably know too much tea. Hello. So I believe what he say. I believe when you with Sexy Red, I believe you see too bad, bitch. I'm not finna be over. I'm not finna be over these lyrics, okay? No time soon. So just get used to it because I'm not finna be over this, okay? Whew. That man was weighing him the hell out on this song. But anywho, child, I'm just not gonna be over it for a long periodical time. But anywho, I just wanted to come and run my mouth just a little bit, talk about a few things. Make sure you guys are coming in, supporting the channel, liking up the video, okay? Because I'm sure the people ain't getting notifications. I was surprised the Sabrina even got it, honey. Hello? especially with it being last minute. I'm like, girl, what? Okay, we got almost 100 people in here, so make sure that you guys, go ahead. There we go. Go ahead and give me a little more. Let's try to go ahead and hit 100 likes or whatnot. But y'all know the situation of what was going on with this teacher, honey. Girl, the teacher, okay, for those people that don't know, I feel like everybody knows, but you will be surprised how many people are not really tuned into stuff, so they may not be aware. But this young man here is a teacher, and I believe that he was a teacher at or at least he is teacher for a charter school of some sort, from my understanding. And he had some students, actually. Let me see if I could show the video of that. I don't know if I saved it. I'm hoping that I saved it, but he had a video going viral from TikTok where he had some young ladies, junior high school students, from my understanding, taking down his hair in the classroom. I believe it was towards the end of the day, where he asked their teachers if they could come over and take his hair down and stuff. And obviously the teacher sent them over or whatnot. Now he did this on TikTok Live, and a lot of people had things to say about it. Okay, I'm not finding the video. Maybe if I just type it in over here. Let's see. Okay, I guess this kind of shows. Yeah, here we go. Okay, shout out to Ken Barbie because he still had it up. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. I need to switch my audio anyway. All right, here we go. Now let me see if it's gonna play. There we go. Let me mute him because we don't want to hear this fake classical music and hear his soft voice over this. But basically, he had these students taking down his hair or whatnot, right? So he was recording this on his TikTok Live, and a lot of people had a lot to say on the spot. They felt like it was inappropriate or whatever. But for some reason, he reposted this or whatever, and he wanted to put this audio to it and pretty much give his thoughts and talk about how he, creates safe spaces or whatever for his students. His students feel as though, oh, he is like a big brother to them and all of this and that. So it's been a lot of backlash. You've had a lot of people that's been very supportive of him. It felt like it wasn't a big deal for students to take down, his hair or whatnot. And then also, you had a lot of people like myself that felt like this was just inappropriate. And me personally, I feel like that's personal space. I don't think that they should be doing that. And I'm wondering what kind of conversations did the parents have with their kids to see them participating in this. Because I know I'll be upset with my child. If that's not what we do, and you over there feeling that comfortable because you're trying to follow the crowd of somebody else, so you want to go over there and take the teacher hair down, I don't play like that, okay? I don't want nothing going on if it ain't get permission from me, period. I think my biggest thing that I mentioned in the video that I did was the fact that these children were on camera. And I feel like the parents didn't get permission. I know he came on the video and he said that, I think he said most. If he didn't say most, he said some of the parents know that, he does TikTok. And a lot of people tried to say the parents know. And I said, scoot the fuck back. See, this is where y'all, just to justify, listen. He said most or some, but I know for a fact he did not say all. So you cannot guarantee that all of these young ladies' parents knew that they were a part of this video. Because I'm just like, what if they didn't want everybody to know what school their child went to? Like, you got some people that's just private. And then in general, they just may feel like you too close to this person. Then they also going to feel like, don't be getting my child to do something for you for free. Hell no. Did you pay my child? Like, what was the benefit that my child got out of this? Like, I don't like that. So, I mean, it's a variety of reasons that some parents would feel a way about this. And then for them to say that administration is aware, I feel like sometimes administration may be aware that you may be discussing like teacher things or whatever, or you might even be active on TikTok as a teacher or whatnot. But I don't think that the administrators always know what is happening on one's page unless it's brought to their attention. So I feel like they may have given him leeway to like do stuff on his TikTok or whatnot. But if y'all not saying nothing, then they are going to push the limit to see how far they really can go, with their content. And I think the other thing, the other thing that was really bothering me was, first of all, I really feel a way that it's only giving 74 likes. And y'all over here listening to me help get y'all through y'all day. And y'all can't press that button. I feel a kind of way. I do. So I'm gonna need y'all to press, tap, tap. But anywho, I also felt like these children were being used for monetary gain, and that really pissed me the hell off, because I'm like, you using these kids to go up on your TikTok for you to monetize off of? I don't like that. And they so comfortable being all in the camera and talk. Girl, I would have snatched my daughter. Girl, we would have really had some conversation. You hear what I'm saying? Girl, I would have said, girl, what the hell? Okay, you know how we roll in this house, but I mean, they're going to do what they want to do anyway, because that's just how they is. But anywho, so a lot of people had a lot of things to say when it came to this particular situation. So what ended up happening was he ended up getting fired, apparently. But I was confused, because it seemed like he was just put on leave, because the students were like, oh, we'll hopefully, if you're not back by Monday, then we know that something is up. So based on him reading these messages, it seems like he was just on leave and he wasn't fired. I did not see a video yet where he blatantly said that he was fired. I will say this: he could potentially be put on leave for the rest of the school year. The school year finna be over with in a few weeks. Let's be honest. So it's probably like, hey, here's your early vacation. Once this SHI dies down, and knowing the fact that you're one of our great better teachers here, we're just gonna get you together, let you know what you can and cannot do when it comes to the students and when it comes to social media, making sure that it's a black and white area and not a gray one, and we'll let you return come the next school year. So I'm hearing he was fired, but this video doesn't necessarily say that he was fired, which leaves me to believe they let him go for the rest of the month, technically, gave him early summer break, and then he'll probably be returning come the fall. But I don't know. We'll have to see. If he's not returning, then he was definitely fired for sure. Do I feel bad? I feel like I'm 50-50 on it, because although I did not, or I was not here for his actions and how he handled this situation or whatnot, because after people told you that it wasn't appropriate, you decided to re-upload a video, which is what we just saw, and he said, let's stir the pot. So you wanted to stir the pot, so that's exactly what you got, a pot stirred. So I did not think, even with all of that, he should have lost his job. I will say that. I didn't think that he needed to lose his job, especially if no other students are coming forward saying that he made them feel uncomfortable, whatever. Okay. So I don't think that he should have lost his job. I do think that he should have been reprimanded of some sort. Especially in this economy, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I feel like people not really hiring for real, and people getting laid off every day and stuff. I don't know if he's one of those teachers that would potentially get paid during the summer break, or if he was going to get one of them slips anyway, because they don't want to have to pay you over the summer. So not necessarily sure, but I do feel like he just got an early summer vacation and he'll be back. Yeah, so I kind of felt 50-50, because I'm like, dang, that is like, it is a bit messed up, right? But then I also feel like you brought it on yourself. You put this video up there. You got that comfortable. You put it up there. Then you turned around and tried to slick double down and then explain yourself using this soft music, classical, all that, the soft talking, whatever. Then you said you wanted to stir the pot. So the pot definitely got stirred. Stir up the, ain't that's what Kirk Frank, stir up the, like, that's what you did. You stirred it up, and some part of me feel no way. So Marion, it's unfortunate. It did. This what really pissed me off when I first saw the video. Okay, when my man brought me that video and said, "Oh, I think he done got fired." When I saw this video, I went off. I think I probably was watching it for 30 seconds, if that, and started going off, because you had these kids take your motherfucking hair down for you to come out like this, and it looked like you ain't even get your shit done. Oh, I feel away. I feel away. Was it worth it? I cannot. I felt the way. I said, this shit look, it looks like 3 weeks old. Probably a month at this point. You came out better leaving that shit in your head, them plaques that you did have. You know what I'm saying? I was like, girl, no, he did not have them kids in there take his head down for free, only for him to go pay somebody to do this shit. Girl, it was just horrible. So I definitely was going off about it. But I felt like a little bit of, oh, that's messed up. But at the same time, you brought this on yourself. Okay? And then you come back to social media. You came back to social media. You put your headphones on. Okay? You sat in front of the mic and you gave us, the students' responses to what is happening with you. You got very emotional. A lot of people said they didn't see tears. I actually thought that I saw tears. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I actually thought that I saw tears coming out of his eyes. So yeah, I think that he was sad, but I still feel like he brought this on himself. But what I will also say is y'all same motherfuckers that sat up there and love being the ones talking about I feel like people that get on social media and then they be putting the camera up in their face and they be crying. I be feeling like them folk be capping, like they be fake. Like, I don't like to see no people do that. I want you to drag his ass accordingly. Scoot back up off me, girl, boy. Don't put your hands on me, okay? Because don't be trying to have sympathy now because he done got his ass fired. I want you, no. I want you to have the same energy that you had been having when you said people get on the social media and they start crying and they be giving performative. What was it? No, don't skip. We're going to go back to the beginning, because in the beginning, what you had said was you did not like to see that. You feel like people be capping when they come to social media and they crying their eyes out. Okay? People be feeling like if folks pull a camera up and start crying, ain't nothing really wrong with them. Drag him accordingly. I don't want to hear nothing about defending him and how he shouldn't have lost his job. I want you to have that same energy with him as you have had with others that you don't like to see put the camera up in their face, okay? So that's what I want you to do. Get him together, because not only, see, here's the difference. There's layers in my personal. I saw one lady today. She was getting ready to record a motivational video, but in the middle of it, she just bust out crying. So she decided to use that, put that up as her testimony, whatever the case is. So that's one way of doing it, right? Then you got them other folks that's laying in the bed or on the couch, and they just so emotional, they got to put the camera up and they just cry. They don't say that. They just crying. They post it. I felt like he took it to another level. I feel like he did. Because he came and sat his ass in front of this camera and this mic and put these headphones on, and I felt like there was a few steps he took before he got to them damn tears. So it was giving he came to the people to prepare to be performative. In my personal, I do. I'm just saying. Let me see. Thank you so much, son of Dennis, for the super chat. Jami, check your DM. See, it's legit a creek. Yeah, make sure you like the video. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Did you send me the emo video? Was it that one? I'll have to go over here and check and see if I'm able to. I don't even know if I'm logged in over here. Let me see. Sometimes I just cannot see my messages. Like, what the hell be going on? Oh, yes, you sent me this emo video. Yes, I have seen that video, and he has more chance. Deleted this video. Actually, I'm unable to save it right now, but it's a video going around. Yes, I have seen that video of this young girl that appears to be in a bathroom stall. Now, the bathroom stall does look like a bathroom stall that you would see at a high school or potentially a college. So I wasn't sure if the young lady was in high school or if she was in college, but some people were saying that she was in high school. I don't know. But she's showing her backside with a hoodie on. She has a hood on her head. She's showing her backside. And then she said something about POV of me only liking emo boys or something like that. And so the very next clip is of him acting like he is a emo boy. And he deleted it. But some people were able to capture the video before it was deleted. Okay, so yeah, and I do think, and I hate to say it, that video probably was inappropriate too, because why else would you delete it if it was innocent? But also, he could have deleted it because he didn't want the wrong attention to be brought to it, and y'all or us, we make that a situation that is not as well, you know. But I don't know. It didn't look like it was a high school kid, you know what I'm saying? And emo, so I don't know. Maybe she was in college, a community college or something like that. But that's what was going on. And you know, I don't 100% feel I don't feel 100% bad for him. You know, because you double down on it and you want to stir up the pot. So the pot got so stirred that they decided to let you go a little early, possibly. Now, I don't know if he's on paid leave or what, or if he's returned back to the school or whatnot. But yeah, I will say this, y'all, and it's no disrespect. I'm really not trying to police a person's crying, but as much as he's scrunching his face up and crying, I would have expected some type of snot drizzling from the face, from the nose, and I'm not necessarily getting that. So, good luck. Okay, sorry. Uh, it is what it is. I saw quite a few comments where people were trying to say, a lot of y'all need to stop projecting y'all trauma. And actually, I don't even know if they use the word a lot. Because I think different people use different things. Because some people made it seem like everybody in the comments were projecting their trauma. Because I saw that so much in different type of comments, whether it was on X, whether it was on Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk. People kept talking about projecting trauma, and I'm like, nah, don't generalize everybody like everybody's had some type of trauma when it comes to the cool teacher or whatever the case is. Like, that's just what it is. Like, a lot, like, I know when I was in school, I mean, you would hear stuff, but you wouldn't know for sure. And then later on, you'll find out, like, oh, that's fact, because that teacher may have gotten in trouble for something. You know what I'm saying? So it's not far-fetched. I think that people should always be cautious when it comes to their kids, you know? And I just feel like people should already be on guard. Like, even if you are innocent, I hate to say it, because there are some teachers like Miss Adriana Williams that will ruin it for you. And I don't know if y'all remember her, but this is a TikTok teacher. I remember this situation going down like the end of last year. Okay, she was that TikTok teacher that was over there rapping. All of that had her students involved, and they doing their little dancing, strolling, whatever it was. She was like the cool teacher. Coming to find out, Miss Ma'am had got arrested due to inappropriate relations with a student, and it was being said that she was accused of SA with a male student. Okay.
Know what led to the arrest of a Dougherty County school teacher who was charged with sexual assault of a student.
WALB News 10's Mackenzie Petrie has been going through details of the arrest warrants issued for the teacher. Mackenzie?
Yes, in these arrest warrants, the investigator testified under oath that to the best of their knowledge and belief, Adriana Williams did commit quote-unquote sexual assault by teacher at two separate locations on two separate dates. The warrant describes the offense stating, quote, said subject, who is a teacher at Monroe High School, did knowingly engage in sexually explicit conduct with a 12th grade student at Monroe High School. It also states that the first offense happened sometime in November, quote, the place of occurrence of said offense being Albany Strikers 1200 West Broad Avenue. The second warrant that was also signed by the magistrate judge on December 18th stated, quote, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on the second day of December, the place of occurrence of said offense being June Bugs grocery store. Mrs. Williams worked at Monroe High School, and she appeared in WALB News 10's Good News segment in 2020 after her back-to-school rap video went viral on social media. Mrs. Williams turned in her resignation on December 15th, 2 days after the school launched an investigation. She was arrested and bonded out of jail a week ago today. In studio, Mackenzie Petrie, WALB, your hometown news source.
There's a difference between those who make.
There's that. Okay. Hello. So I feel like you just always want to have your guard up when it comes to these folk. Okay, because they be all on the TikTok. That's how she went viral in the first place, over there on TikTok doing them dances. Then Shade Room posted her and all these other folks posted her. And then here we are. Now, granted, I am not saying that is the case with him, even though I feel like the unbraiding of the hair was inappropriate in my personal, okay, and very unprofessional. In my personal, then I start seeing all these teachers wanting to make their post in defense of him, of their hair being taken down. And I'm like, bitch, you think that that makes anything any better? All y'all are unprofessional as hell. And I feel like all of y'all is lazy just a bit when it comes to y'all hair. Not lazy as teachers in the classroom, but I'm talking about lazy when it comes to getting y'all hair taken down. Because I don't like that. Y'all trying to use them kids for free labor to take your shit down. I don't like that. Because you got a hair appointment. That is not their problem, man. Honestly, the school could check the hell out y'all for y'all taking y'all hair down during school hours on their property when you over there getting paid to work. Okay? So what is wrong with these people? All right. Now, see, if they try to take another charge or something against y'all going to be up there crying because y'all over here trying to show in support of. And then the district may come back and hit you with a whammy like, not on my watch, and you did that on who watch? On mine? Fire your ass, okay? That's not cool. So you could just never be too, comfortable. But yeah, so that was that lady, TikTok sensation teacher, now arrested and without a job. And the gag was Miss Ma'am was married and had a baby. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I think that I don't even know if that baby was one. I mean, probably is one. I can't remember, but I know that from my understanding, she was married recently within the past few years, I'll say, within the past 5 years, and also had a child within that time frame too. So yes, Miss Girl. And I hate that you share the same org as me. But anywho, so yeah, that's what's going on. So you just got to be mindful of stuff. Can't just be out here doing what you want to do. And then what if it's, let's say, because this is what she's being accused of and charged with. Let's say something where I do believe they had evidence, though. That was another thing, though. They found evidence in like text messages and stuff. But let's say that this student was lying. You put yourself as a teacher in a position to be so comfortable with these students. You don't know what kind of kids you're dealing with. A lot of them kids probably liars. And probably you could piss them off one day and they could just throw some shit out there and say da-da-da-da-da. So I just feel like you got to be mindful and protect those kids and protect yourself as well. So that's how it turned out for him. Sad situation. Ultimately, I don't know if it's going to prevent him from getting jobs in the future, especially when your main background is being a teacher. I don't know if he's going to try and pivot or what's going to happen if he can't go return for the next season. So we'll just have to wait and see. Okay. Next up, let me see if I can pull an article or something. So I wanted to just chat real quick about Love and Marriage Huntsville, Sunni, Moses, and the Destiny situation. What y'all think about Miss Sunni? I did get a chance to see the interview that Destiny did over there on with Dustin, and I also saw the interview that Sunni did with Dustin as well. I don't know too much about Sunni, y'all. I don't know about her. I don't think she's doing a good job. I don't know what she thought it was going to give, coming onto this show, sharing your story. It still looks bad. I mean, no matter how many people may dislike, Destiny because of her fallout with Mel or whatever the case is, as I told my patrons, like, take this situation off of Destiny and put it onto somebody else. It's just, to me, it's foul if you're over there forming a friendship. Like, I feel it makes me think about Portia and Fallon just a bit. Like, you over there forming a friendship, wearing this lady clothes, hanging out with this lady, all this stuff or whatever, and then next thing you know, you over there marrying her dude. And then what do we see now? They over there getting a divorce. They was barely married for 2 years. And let me tell y'all how I truly believe that the relationship is not going to last with Sunni and Moses. In my personal, I don't see it lasting because number one, that name is starting with an M. Yeah, starting with an M. It's giving messy. It's giving Martell, Marceau, Maurice. It's not gonna go anywhere. Okay. When he sat on that stage with Carlos and Mel, first of all, I was like, why is she doing all the talking and not him? And then he finally started to talk. It was just making me think of Martell. And then to hear this bitch say, to hear Sunni, let me not call it lady that. To hear this woman, Sunni, say that Destiny put her career first and she wasn't taking care of the things that he needed her to take care of, or when he said she wasn't being the woman that he needed her to be, that bothered me because you sounded just like Martell Hope. Just like Martell Hope, when you want to take accountability off of yourself and make it appear as though she should be held accountable for something because she wasn't showing up how you needed her to show up. And then in the same sentence, you're going to turn around and talk about how the lady was going through a lot. Dealing with the divorce, the custody situation, getting locked up, whatever it was that she had going on that LeBaric was putting her through, that you were privy to. Because you even said it. Now, we may not got a chance to see it as viewers. You know what I'm saying? See all of it. We heard about it by way of or whatever from her interview. And then you're confirming that she also went through some stuff because you was there to witness it. And then this is what you turn around and do. And then want to say that she wasn't being what you needed her to be. And then you try to disguise it by her putting her career first. My nigga. Okay? The lady's trying to get her life on track. She's embarrassed to the ground. She's getting dragged left to right. Because I know I drug her ass. Okay? I know I was a part of the dragon, honey. House of Dragon. I was in there. So she's trying to get her fucking life together. You over here talking about a damn career. Yeah, she's trying to figure it out, buddy. Like, that's just crazy. Like, the man done left the ladies 3 weeks after she done had the baby. She dealing with postpartum depression. Got to go through this divorce. She finna lose her motherfucking house. Trying to hang on to the house as much as she can. Then finally hopped into a relationship with somebody she probably felt safe with because she was dealing with it for about 15 years or however long on and off. However, whatever y'all had going on, friendship, smash buddies, I don't damn know. Okay? And then to turn around, that's not working out. She over there again having to go back and forth with LeBerry. Then got to turn around and go to court for something. She done got locked up for something else. Like, the lady was going through a lot, though. Now, I don't have to like her a whole lot or like how she showed herself to be on the previous seasons, right? Because she didn't give us all of her life or whatever the case was, right? But at the end of the day, the situation is messed up for her to go through that. And then for you to turn around and try to make it seem like she was the problem because she wasn't giving you what it is that you wanted. When you knew what it was, you knew what it was when you came into it. And you know what I'm believing now at this point? Moses is a fraud. Ain't nobody finna tell me nothing different. I feel like you in my personal, and it's hard for me to not see it this way, you are a opportunist. And I was trying to think of a better word, but lack of better word is giving opportunist, because I do feel like although the history is there with you and Destiny, you saw that she was on this show. And I feel like you used that as a way to get on this show, hoping that she was going to let that happen. Okay? And she didn't. I don't know if she was afraid of being judged because she was overly being judged by a lot of us. I don't know if she didn't want to bring you onto the show in totality to give the Barracks something else to take her to court about because you were around a son or something like that. I don't know what her reasonings were. But I do believe that you got with this woman for those reasons. And when you learned that Sunni worked on Love and Marriage Huntsville or whatever the case was, and you learned that she's into real estate, I think that you especially use real estate as an excuse to disguise your interest in her in a sense. You know what I'm saying? When I truly feel like your whole goal was for you to figure out how you could get on television. I do. And Sunni said something in her interview where Moses had told her, like, I guess when they started to see each other, really start to date, she said something about him saying, yo, you know, we could really do some. And she mentioned real estate or whatever. And I'm like, ma'am, when he told you y'all could really do something, I'm sure he probably was talking about real estate, but he also was talking about do something than getting on this damn show. Because didn't you live up north? And now all of a sudden you brought your ass down here. So now I'm inclined to believe just a little bit, y'all. And maybe that's part of Destiny's fault, trying to be so private, which makes no sense to me. Destiny, I hope that you learned a lesson, because you're going to get dragged either way. You might as well just be honest with your story. Just put it out there, because people going to drag you, but then you're also going to have people that's going to connect with you because of what they went through. That's the reason why a lot of people are connecting to Melody, because of what they've been through as well. And your people not going to be mellometers. Your people would be something else. Okay, so you're going to get drugged either way it goes, so you might as well just be drugged being honest. But what else did I want to say about that? I just felt like he was being fake. I felt like he used Sunni to get onto this show, and I think that she was definitely all for it. I'm trying to see what else that I want to mention about these folks. Let me see. Oh, Sunni bringing up how she helped Destiny pay for stuff. But that's not your friend. I guess you was just being nice. Okay, I feel like you was trying to pull a Melody card. I do. I feel like you was trying to pull a mail card when Mel had told us that she helped Destiny, gave her some money for whatever. I feel like you was trying to pull that card. I also feel like you was trying to tug on the millimeters to see if they was gonna come over there and be in your, be a part of your fan base, just a little piece, in my opinion, because you was bringing up the fact that Destiny was over there talking about Mel and this, that. I don't fully believe that, because you said so much sideways shit in your conversation. You was contradicting yourself throughout your own interview that I'm like, and then I can't. She just said a lot of stuff. She said, I ain't really take notes for real. But yeah, you just said a lot of stuff. You talked about what she said, something about she only knew Destiny for a few months or whatever like that. So y'all wasn't friends, and you knew him for less than a few months and your ass married him. Are you okay? He gonna get you. I don't care what nobody talking about. I refuse to, especially if y'all gonna remain on reality TV. He gonna show himself, and if he don't show his stuff as far as being out there with somebody else, he's gonna show his character, and the people gonna chew him up accordingly, and that's gonna apply some pressure. Then you're gonna be trying to be over there being friends with Tisha and them, trying to figure out how to be dumb and maintain your marriage or whatever the case is. Like, okay, girl. What else did she say? Something about not Melody, but she says that Destiny requested her to be her person or whatever, requested her to be her producer or whatever, and she said she understood it because she's I guess like she can make people comfortable to talk to her or whatever the case is. So I'm like, okay, you kind of telling on yourself, because I do kind of feel like although I do feel like Destiny withheld some stuff, because we've seen that, like, Destiny has withheld her life. I could see her withholding some things to prevent it from being brought up on the show against her. But I also feel like y'all seem to be a bit closer and we're developing a friendship, that she told you enough about Moses for you to turn around and be in a whole nother state and recognize that that's her nikah. So much so that you felt the need to give her a call on the phone about her nikah. And then you want to sit up there and talk about how this woman was a woman of many. Then what the hell you think you was when you got with him then? That's crazy. Like, these people. That's crazy work. That's nasty work, ma'am. That's nasty work. You trying to play this woman out like she wasn't important to him. And then he gonna sit up there talking about some Destiny knew we was broke up. Baby, I don't think Destiny do that if y'all have been on and off for the longest. Y'all probably had like a disagreement and probably figured y'all wasn't gonna talk for a little bit, because that's how you do, but y'all always get back to each other. And this time you chose to not get back. Instead, you chose to get some get back. Hello? And then get with the lady that worked on the show. And ain't no way Destiny did not tell him about Sunni. See, we're focusing a lot on whether or not Destiny had conversations with Sunni about him. And I feel like that is putting more issue on the woman when he's just as problematic, in my opinion. And as close as they were, I do believe that Destiny told him about Sunni. He knew that. And it was even confirmed when the woman FaceTimed. How dare you? The woman had your girl's number in her phone, FaceTimed you, sir, so that you, or at least called her, and y'all had a conversation, and then you still turn around and do that. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. I don't know what to tell you. Girl, Maria, is it Maria or Mariah? Maria says, I don't care what anybody says. Sunni and that man are wrong, and we will see how they end up. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that's true. I think they definitely were wrong. She's trying to play it out like she wasn't her friend, but then also at the same time, you trying to let us know how you cared for her and how you did this or that. I bought things for her, and I did like. And now she did say something that was interesting. She was like, we weren't that interested, but she was just like, I may have been her friend, but she wasn't my friend. And I said, oh, so many times do women think that these people be their friends, and them folks do not see you like that. I hate that. I hate that, girl. Ooh, that's so embarrassing. But I also feel like you made her believe that, because you also said that you you know how to make people feel comfortable or whatever. So I also feel like you put her in a position to believe that y'all were developing a friendship, Sunny. And then you just chose to, go behind her back. And what's crazy for me is the fact that you could see this man talking to other women, talking to Destiny, whatever it is. And then you turn around and say that you prayed to God about whether he should be your husband. Are you okay? You prayed to God about whether this man that's been seeing multiple women just not too long ago is supposed to be your husband. Okay. Well, definitely hope that shit work out. Y'all stay on the show long enough, we definitely gonna see what it is, honey. Child, cause that right there, that's a messy, girl. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Girl, I need to do better with this. Girl, no, I didn't. I made that too big. All right. Thank you so much, Brittany, for the super chat. It seems like Sunny and Moses are more turned up than Destiny about the situation. Sunny definitely was giving completely turned up. Moses was giving a bit of a deer in the headlights for me. Yeah. He was giving a little bit of that. You know why you came here. You know what they finna do. You know what they finna ask you about, sir. I think Sunny was the one more turned up. And maybe it's because a lot of us are putting the issue off on her because she was supposed to be the friend to Destiny or whatever, and she's feeling the need to defend herself. But at the same time, he should really have to say he should be in defense mode just a little bit, in my opinion, because the people really need to be on his ass and they not. But I feel like it's two things. One, a lot of people not on his ass like they are on Sunny's, which they really should be on his, because I'm sure Destiny has talked to him about Sunny for sure. So that's one. But then also I feel like I think he know he wrong too. He could say whatever he want to say out his mouth to try and make Sunny look good, but I feel like he know that he wrong as well. So I just feel like his energy wasn't completely there with Sunny. And I think Mel brought that up. She was like, girl, I don't know what's going on over here, but like I'm feeling a whole lot of heat on this side. It's a whole lot of going on over here. And I think that y'all might need to have that conversation. Yeah, girl, this is what it was given. Let me see. Hold on. Girl, I'll be having to adjust this stuff because I'm like, what is he saying? What is he saying? There we go. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Brittany, for the super chat. A small part of me believes Sunny may have something to do with D being difficult. Destiny dug her own grave, but I feel like Sunny played a part. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know. Because I also was thinking to myself, like, Sunny says that she makes people comfortable. She's a good producer. Then you're doing a good job at trying to produce this shit right here. So I don't know. She could have had something to do with Destiny not wanting to share more. I don't know. I'm not sure. Sunny also she just contradicted herself too much throughout that interview, talking about that she was in a singing group or whatever, and that, she did a reality show before. I guess it didn't get green lit or something. They did it for some network. But then when she came on the show and sat down with Tisha and them, or at least sat down in the confessional, she was like, being in front of the camera, whew, it's a completely different thing than, being behind. Like, wow. But then you got an interview and said you was in front of the camera before. So are you comfortable or are you not comfortable? Like, which one is it? Like, I don't know about you. I don't know, ma'am. I ain't gonna listen. I'm just gonna be honest with you, girl. It's not looking to the milk. It's not there. Okay. I don't find you to be completely honest. I feel like you're saying whatever you need to say to, get the people off your back. And I don't really like the tactics that you used in the interview to try to get the millimeters rised and riled up to come up against Destiny yet again. Okay. I don't really like that. Talking about she was like, you working with Melody? Why you working with Melody? I'm just like, she could have asked that, but I feel like Miss Girl was putting spice on that. I do. Them producers all work with each other, I'm sure. Just because you're assigned to a person, I feel like if they were absent for whatever reason, another producer probably gonna get with you. So I don't think that lady was really questioning why are you working with Mel. I feel like she was saying whatever she could say on the interview to the millimeters to get the people to want to come up and drag Destiny. But they gonna do that anyway, because that's how they is. And if they don't like her, they ain't gonna like her. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna have, it ain't by way of you. It's because of old stuff. But yeah, I ain't like this. Kimmy said at the reunion that Destiny was difficult to work with. Yeah, I mean, I remember that. I mean, Destiny even said in the interview that she was kind of like, you know, not sharing everything completely. So she did say that. When Martell is with Ariane, they can't film it because Melody not oh, whoa, okay. Melody not healed yet. I'm not understanding the animosity Sunni has for Destiny. I don't understand it either. Yeah, I think Destiny was withholding some of her story because she did not want to be dragged with the people. But at the same time, whether she was quote unquote difficult to work with, didn't want to share her story because the lady was dealing with postpartum and going through this divorce and law and losing her damn house or whatever the case was. Even with that don't mean to me too much, because I'm like, I still feel like she confided in you enough for you to know who the Kanika is, because you damn sure made sure that you called her when you saw him. Okay, so you knew something and you knew enough. So much so that you even saying out your mouth that you was playing him to the left because you already knew that he was with Destiny. So you knew something. It's given very much so something. I do believe that, you know. But she married to him now, girl. It's definitely giving Amina. Okay, I'm his wife, and ain't nothing fake about that. Girl, and where is Amina and Peter today? Where is they at? Hello? Where is Portia and Simon at today? Okay? So y'all just gotta be careful, okay? I mean, I just feel like you just gotta look at how this man moves, and then just listen to the things coming out of his mouth. Didn't she say that she know how to, in so many words, I feel she was saying please her man. But she was really saying, I guess she know how to make him a priority or whatever and put a career to the side or this or that. And you over there shaking and moving, but is he going to do the same for you? I would hope so. But I also kind of feel like you didn't give y'all enough time for you to really see that. You hurried up and married that man. Ooh. That made me think about love during lockup. That girl, Ayana, who gets on my motherfucking nerves, and how she wants to marry that dude, right? And didn't know he had a first wife, so she gonna be the second wife. And she took him from her ex-best friend. And he was like, when he come out of jail or prison, he don't want to hurry up and get married for other people. And I feel like that's what Ayana wants. She's trying to marry him because she thought she was gonna be the first wife to one up that ex-friend of hers. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a situation of Sunni as well. I hate to say it. I got him to do the things that you could not do. He married me. She said that she had text Destiny. Destiny said she received a text and said, hey, I'm dating Moses and it's getting serious. You should have told her from the very beginning, possibly. You know what I'm saying? So Destiny said she didn't even respond. She just blocked her. I don't blame her on that. I would have blocked her too. Some people gonna engage and they gonna argue and kick, throw, whatever, and all of that. Some folks not gonna stay there and they just gonna block, because some people, you know, everybody's reasoning is different. But you know, some women may be like, I already know what you're getting. You ain't getting too much better than what the hell I had. So it is what it is. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was also a part of it, of, you know, trying to hurry up and marry him to one up. In addition, I do feel like it was a scheme that he set up to come to Sunni with the bullshit, because his whole goal was to be on television anyway. And a lot of what he said, I feel like the more they're on this show, the more we're going to see that Moses is just like the other M's. The other men. Girl, these M's is a mess, ain't it? Moses, Martell, Maurice, and Marceau. Oh, wow. Girl. You got something on your hands, honey. You got something on your hands, child. Yeah, girl, this is messy. This is messy. This is messy, child. I cannot. That's very possible, Saintly Iconic Soul. Unfortunately, I think low-key Destiny not going to be back next season. And they used her to bring them on, but there is no need after that. Well, I will say this. I think you got a point. I feel like this season Destiny may try and bring it enough for her to stay around because she needs this check. I see that. And I am going to be devil's advocate because I feel like if y'all can keep the primary people of the show, Mel and Martell, and they ain't even together no more, and keep their ass even afterwards, and keep Tisha and Marceau as long as y'all have, especially Tiffany and Lou. Especially Tiffany and Lou. Hello? Y'all can keep Destiny just a little bit to see how they're going to try and navigate a friendship even after this lady done took your man. So I could see them potentially keeping her, but I also could see them, as you said, use her to usher them on the show. She said she wasn't even going to come on the show, but she didn't want nobody else to tell her story. And I don't blame her on that. She said she wasn't going to come back. That's what she say. I feel like a lot of reality stars say that. Like a lot of I think Erica Mena said it. Somebody else said it. That they weren't going to come back. And then here they are back on the show. You know, I mean, they be needing a check. They be needing a quick check. You know, so if that's what she got to do, she says she's taking care of her son and her family. I don't fault Destiny for coming back. If I got financial woes and I got a young man looking at me, expecting me to take care of him, I'm going to do my motherfucking part because I don't ever want his daddy to think that I'm incapable of taking care of my child. Therefore, you could swoop in and snatch my child from me. I'm playing them damn games. So if it means I need to return back to this show, I'm going to return back to the show. And I'm going to tell my piece and tell my part when it comes to this dynamic. It is what it is, you know. She couldn't tell her story last year or whenever year it was because of whatever document she signed with LeBaric. He wasn't going to do that. And honestly, seeing how petty he has been in my personal from the things that she has said, I wouldn't want to say shit either because ain't no telling what else he going to try to hold up against her. All right. So that's just me, you know. I probably want to say shit either. Could try to let me be real limited. But I still feel like, though, there was a way for her to get her story out there without, like, really violating paperwork for some reason. Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like she still could have gave us something because she was damn sure irritating when she wasn't, like, giving nothing. Because some of the stuff that I'd rather get this from her, honestly, than some of the she did give us. Hello? Back then. Because she damn sure wasn't going to give us about the marriage. And, you know, speaking of that, I've been seeing a lot of people. I feel like I overstayed my welcome, child. Ooh, girl, I did. It's 51 minutes. I feel like I know for a fact. I saw a lot of comments where people were like, I don't want to see this storyline from Destiny. I want to hear about LeBaric. What's going on with LeBaric? What was that? You're not going to get it. It's not happening. Let it go. It's not going to happen. If it was going to happen, it would have already took place. It would have already took place. I feel like that's another way for people to try to disregard her, all because you're feeling a way about how situations happen with her and somebody else. A friend fallout or whatever the case is. You're not going to get it. You ain't getting it. You haven't gotten it this far. Carlos was the one that chose to bring these folks on the show. So he gave her an opportunity to come on the show to discuss this. And she wanted to come on and get that check. I said, come on, get that check. Do what you're going to do. Do what you're going to do. Because I feel like right now, we're just on episode 2? Her storyline about the biggest storyline that they're talking about right now anyway. And I ain't no telling how long they're going to be, because I don't know how long they're going to drag it out before they have to come face to face and have this conversation. So I'm not opposed to it. I'm not going to be holding all that shit against nobody for real. I'd rather get this little piece she finna give us than what the hell she gave us the last time, which was dust. Okay? So yeah, y'all, but I just wanted to come and, run my mouth just a little piece about it, Y'all could continue the conversation down below. Let me know how y'all feeling about it. And yeah, that's it. What time is it? Yeah, babe, let me go. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming in and dealing with my long-windedness, because I damn sure was not planning on staying this long, Katie. But that's all I got, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
My city and cul-de-sac, coming out swinging like soldier rag, leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind, knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mile. We finna do more than survive, I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch